Well, hello and welcome to the Bellicose Nation. Man, it has been a while since I've done a video, but I'm back today. I'm back at the microphone and I'm ready to talk about gun owners and how a few of them are unwittingly setting gun rights back. And they might not even know it. What are we talking about? We're talking about open carry. Open carry is a term used to mean that it's legal to openly carry a firearm in the public without a permit at all. Now, that's different than concealed carry. Concealed carry, you get a license and you can actually carry the gun concealed. But about half of the states allow open carry of firearms with some various regulations. And in the modern era, few people have exercised this right. I think the last movement of this type was the Black Panthers out in California in the 60s. But lately, a number of people and groups are encouraging gun owners to open carry, and in many cases, I think imprudently. Now, let me say, first of all, I'm a gun owner, and I even own a pretty good assortment of guns, and I'm all for gun rights. And it is with that goal in mind, I think some gun owners are working against their own best interest by pushing the bounds of open carry. And let me be specific of what I'm talking about with a story. Starbucks. Everybody knows Starbucks coffee, and Starbucks has allowed concealed carry people to come in their store because they don't place a sign prohibiting it. And so it's become known in the gun circles that you can go to Starbucks and get coffee and concealed carry. Well, the next step was people started to open carry into Starbucks. And that wasn't enough. The next thing you know, we got people showing up with AR-15s open carrying. And of course, usually this is tied into a YouTube video. Somebody shooting a YouTube video to see how the customers respond, how the public reacts, and when, of course, somebody calls and then the cops get there to show the interaction that they have with the cops. Now, obviously, what's happened here is these gun owners have pushed Starbucks' hand. And Starbucks has come out with a statement, and they've said, listen, you guys are welcome to come get coffee, but no more guns in Starbucks. In fact, in their statement, if you read their statement, the very beginning they say no more guns in Starbucks. But then from then on in the statement, they talk exclusively about open carry and how it's made customers nervous. And they're in the business of selling coffee, not a political place. And they're not there to try to take one side or the other about gun rights. And I think they've been more than fair with gun owners. But, you know, Starbucks is a business and they have to wonder where this movement's going and what should happen. God forbid some situation should unfold at Starbucks in the bad PR that would result from it. So, of course, they've shut the door now. And who can blame them? I mean, carrying long guns into Starbucks is just totally out of place. So for my open carry friends, listen to me, hear me. You have no right to open carry anywhere but in your home. And when I say right, I mean by the Supreme Court, by the Constitution, as defined, as interpreted by the Supreme Court. Okay, so just in the same way that Starbucks has now closed the door to you, states are going to hear complaints from the police who you antagonize on video, and they're simply going to end open carry. So you're going to push it and you're going to lose it. Now, I know some of you guys, you think you got the right to bear arms anywhere, but let me tell you, the Supreme Court will not even hear your case. Consider what the biggest gun supporter on the bench wrote recently in the case of District of Columbia versus Heller. This is what Anthony Scalia said. Like most gun rights, the Second Amendment is not unlimited. It is not a right to keep and carry any weapon whatsoever in any manner whatsoever and for whatsoever purpose. That's what Anthony Scalia wrote in the opinion on District of Columbia versus Heller. So you do not have an absolute right. Any state can drop it, and I think that you're pushing it by antagonizing the public, by antagonizing the police, and thereby antagonizing the lawmakers to act with these YouTube stunts. By carrying guns in places where people wouldn't expect, where there's no purpose. Now, having said that, there are probably times and places where open carry wouldn't seem out of place. Maybe at some sporting stores or, places where you might camp and encounter some type of wildlife or something, you know what I mean? But those areas are the places to exercise the privileges. But carrying a long gun into Walmart or down a busy city thoroughfare does not do anything but alarm people. Look, I have the right to carry an axe too. But wouldn't people be reasonably alarmed if I were to carry an axe inside of a shopping mall? I mean, come on, man. Use sense and logic. So the bottom line is, before you act, think. And think tactically on the best way to move the public's perceptions of guns and the gun owner. And speaking of acting, feel free to comment down below if you can keep your comments out of the gutter. And also, why not subscribe if you're not subscribed already? Join in here at the party at the Bellicose Nation.